Well, welcome along to this week's look at all the Premier League action with Titanbet.co.uk, where Liverpool take on Arsenal. Well, welcome along then to this weekend's fixtures. The biggest game of the weekend arguably is at Anfield on Sunday afternoon. Liverpool taking on Arsenal. Well, Crisis Club Arsenal a few weeks ago, Arsene Wenger was under all sorts of pressure, had a nasty incident at Stoke's main railway station where his own fans were getting on his back. All of a sudden, everybody believes him in again. They're going well, are the Gunners. Liverpool, on the other hand, absolutely appalling. This fixture last season, they ran riot against Arsenal. They made them look idiots. Completely outplayed them. I think they were 3-0 up inside the first 3.8 seconds. It's not going to happen this time around. Arsenal are going to get their revenge. I'm going for a 3-0 away victory. More pressure on Brendan Rodgers.
Arsene Wenger doesn't tend to learn his lessons, but I think he will do from that hammering they took last year. And also, without Luis Suarez and Daniel Sturridge, Liverpool a shadow of the team that did so well last season, and that was the main catalyst for that fantastic win. I can see the Gunners picking up all 3 points this weekend. I'm going to go for a hat-trick for Alexis Sanchez. He's been in excellent form, and Arsenal have a history of getting hat-tricks in this fixture. Julio Baptista, remember him, and Andre Arshavin, another name that's been forgotten, have both got 3 at Anfield. I'm going that way for this one.
Baptista? No, don't remember. Newcastle take on Sunderland 1:30 at St James's Park. Would you believe Sunderland have won the last 3 clashes with their arch rivals, and both of the games at St James's Park where Sunderland won, it was by 3-0. Maybe it could be third time lucky. A 3-0 win for the visitors. Somehow though, I don't see it this time. Sunderland aren't playing particularly well, although they weren't last year either when they went to Newcastle. They're drawing a lot of games. Newcastle, on the other hand, shaky confidence, haven't they? Keep winning, and then they got absolutely stuffed at Arsenal last week. So I'm going to go for another draw.
Yeah, I think you're right to sit on the fence for this one. Say form goes out the window, don't they, in a derby matchup. But I think Sunderland's history this season of getting draws will continue. I can see it being 1 apiece, a very hard-fought game. Red card or bookings is surely the way to go this weekend.
First game of the weekend, Manchester City take on Crystal Palace at the Etihad Stadium. It's going to be a no-brainer, this one, isn't it? City to win, Neil Warnock to shout at the referee, but a comfortable home victory by half-time, I think, as well. Half-time and full-time City.
Yeah, going to go the same way. City to win to 0 is my prediction. Palace don't score enough goals. They got 1 last weekend. I can't see them getting 1 this weekend. Even without Aguero and potentially Vincent Kompany, City should have way too much for Palace.
Aston Villa take on Manchester United at 3 o'clock. Villa have a pretty poor record in this fixture. United not playing well, but they're picking up wins. Some people think they're title contenders, not others, but they're going to pick up another 3 points in this one.
I can see United getting another win, aren't they? They're going to win this one easy, I think, and continue to be title contenders. I think they'll keep the pressure on City and Chelsea with a 3-0 victory. Robin van Persie looks much better all of a sudden. Back him to score. Hull take on Swansea. Traditionally, few goals in this particular fixture. Swansea, the wheels have come off a little bit. They play great football though. And Steve Bruce at Hull, he keeps shouting at his team they're not doing what he wants, but they pick up good, tough away points. This is going to be a tough one. I'm going for goalless, dull on the East Coast. I can see Swansea nicking it. Hull look like a team in free fall at the moment. No team has won fewer games this calendar year than the Tigers. Ever since the FA Cup final, which seemed to distract them, they don't seem to have got over the hangover of losing that. And I can see the Swans winning by 1-0. Wilfred Boney, who else to get the winner? QPR take on West Brom at Loftus Road. What a big game this is down the bottom end of the table. QPR can't pick up a win on the road. They're not going to either the way they set up, but at home they're better. If they beat the Baggies, they go level on points with Alan Irvin's men, and I'm going for a home win with Charlie Austin back in the fold. Him to score, the Arse to nick it 2-1. I'm going to go for a draw in this one. West Brom picked up a really good result last time out against Aston Villa. That will give them a big lift, having struggled of late. I can see it being very tight and pretty cagey. Going to go for both teams to score though, 1 apiece. Southampton take on Everton at 3 o'clock, a battle of the sides who will be pushing for Europa League at the end of the season. Southampton fancied themselves for Champions League a few weeks ago. It's all gone a little bit wrong, but I fancy them to get themselves back on course against an Everton side who can't really defend. They're too sloppy at the back. Haven't clicked yet. Saints win.
Yep, I'm going to go completely the opposite way and go for an Everton win. I think they'll just have a bit too much for Southampton, whose confidence looks shot, really poor against Burnley last time out. And Ross Barkley starting to perform again, isn't he? I can see him being the catalyst behind a 1-0 away win for Everton.
Tottenham, Burnley. Burnley haven't won down at White Hart Lane since the early 70s. It's not going to change. Tottenham seem to have turned things around a little bit. Mauricio Pochettino's side happy enough with Harry Kane up front. Kane to score again. Spurs to win. Comfortable.
I can see it being a victory for the home side. Burnley will try and make life difficult for Tottenham for as long as possible, but with Christian Eriksen pulling the strings and looking very good at the moment, they'll find a way through this leaky Burnley defence. We'll go for a 2-0 home win and agree with you, Kane to score.
West Ham take on Leicester at 3 o'clock at Upton Park. It's going to be comfortable for the Hammers, I think. All of a sudden they're going really well, aren't they? Diafra Sakho, for me, will benefit from Andy Carroll's return. Stuart Downing with assists. I think they'll be all over a Leicester side who I think are bottom of the table and are losing their way. I think the Foxes are going to be the first ones who could be down this season. Certainly at the moment they're struggling. Hammers to win comfortably.
Yeah, I can see them putting more pressure on Nigel Pearson. Is he going to survive beyond the Christmas period? Not sure he will. Andy Carroll to score for me, and for Upton Park to be singing carols before Christmas.
Way! Finally this weekend, Monday night, Stoke against Chelsea. Almost a forgotten fixture, isn't it? Chelsea will scrap out a 1-0 win, I reckon. There won't be much Christmas spirit on offer in this one. Possibly a red card on the books as well. But Chelsea to grab it by the odd goal.
Yeah, workmanlike at times, Chelsea, aren't they? Especially against Hull on Saturday. But that little bit of extra quality given to them by the likes of Hazard and the return in Cesc Fabregas will surely be a bit too much for Stoke. I'm going to go for a 2-0 away win for the league leaders.
That's your lot. Don't forget to check out all your prices with Titanbet.co.uk, and we'll be back next week with a look at the Boxing Day fixtures. In the meantime, happy Christmas.